Hey, everybody. Thank you for taking time out of your day to learn a little bit about LifeVantage. If you are passionate or just interested in health, healthy aging, nutrition, beauty, fitness, uh, you are in the right place. If you're looking for a purpose, if you're looking for a community of like-minded people, if you're looking to earn a little extra money doing something fun, you are in the right place. So, the person who invited you to listen to this really cares about you, and we're really happy that you're here. So, I am Christy Vogt. I'm coming into you from Colorado. And I'm going to share just a little bit about my story, mine and my husband here, Dave, the company story, the product story, and how to create leveraged income through a purpose-driven model. It just makes me tear up when I say that. Dave and I have been married 36 years. We have four kids and seven grandkids, another one on the way. And we met, I'm from Colorado, but I went to college in Hawaii just for the heck of it. And I asked around about joining like a water ski club. I thought it'd be really fun to water ski in Hawaii. I've always been a big dreamer. And lo and behold, there was an Oahu water ski club, and the president of the Oahu water ski club was Dave. And that's where we met. And the rest is history. Dave was in the Navy at the time. He did 22 years in the Navy. And we ended up having, three boys and a girl. And we moved back to Colorado and did competition water skiing with our whole family. And we would camp at these old gravel pits, mostly in Colorado, to do water ski competitions. And all the other families had like fancy RVs that we couldn't afford. So we bought an old city RTD bus and gutted it and decorated it jungle theme. And that's where we hung out. So this is our kids way back in the day. But you guys, it was all cute. We did all the things with the kids and tried to give them the best life. But I was up every single night, all of those years raising kids, so worried about, how we were going to pay off our credit card debt. We put everything on credit cards and had so many credit cards. And, how we were going to, like pay for our daughter's wedding in the future and be able to travel and do all the things. I just wasn't seeing it. We both worked hard at jobs that we loved, but I just couldn't see us ever getting ahead, especially with four kids. And so I discovered LifeVantage almost 9 years ago, and I saw the science behind the products. It was a complete no-brainer to me to continue sharing the products, and I worked this business like a business. I took it very seriously and still do 9 years later. And by doing so, you guys, it provided us the vehicle to be able to pay off our credit card debt, to be able to pay off debt from a business that I had lost many years ago, start putting money in retirement. We paid for the wedding, our daughter's wedding. All three boys are married, and our daughter got married 1 year ago. And it afforded us to build a house on a water ski lake here in Colorado. And that was our house just last week. We had all of our family visiting, and we have six granddaughters and one grandson. And the granddaughters wanted pink lights. We've got these lights that we can change the colors on our house, and they wanted pink. So Dave took a photo from the other side of the lake. And this boat that you see down here, you guys, was when you hit a certain rank in LifeVantage, they give you either a Jeep or $25,000 cash. So I took the cash, and it helped me buy this boat to, again, provide just memories and experiences with our family. That's definitely my why. So, a little bit about the product story and the company story. We call it an activation company. So, we have products that are formulated with ingredients that our bodies actually recognize, plant-based natural ingredients that activate certain processes in our body that happen when we're young and healthy, and those processes start to slow down or we lose them as we get older. And so I'm going to explain a little bit of that, but just look at what activation looks like, you guys. This is our friend Belkis from 2021 to 2024. Bottom left is Milena, that's 4.5 years being activated. This is Sherry Martin, age 32. She was on 12 different pharmaceutical medications, age 49, no medications. This is Jane, pink shirt here in the middle, age 45 to 62. And then this is me, 12-year time difference. I'm 58 now, I'll be 59 next month. And then our friend Angie, age 42 to 48. And you guys, this is before collagen and this is before our GLP-1. Um, this is just showing by giving our body the proper nutrition and getting activated, we're slowing down aging. Can you see that? You can see the inflammation down in the body and really turning back the clock. I want you to think about your daily conversation. So for 28 years, I was an esthetician. I retired from my aesthetics practice just a few months ago. But as a young esthetician, I'm doing fancy treatments with fancy products and fancy lasers on people, and they're in my chair for an hour, 2 hours at a time. And I'm listening to their stories. And it didn't take me long to realize, oh my gosh, nobody's feeling well. Doesn't matter how old they are or how much money they have in the bank, right? They're not feeling well. They're coming in, they're stressed out, they're not sleeping, they're not eating like they should, lots of gut issues, lots of aches and pains, weight gain that they don't understand, a lot of hormone issues. People just are not feeling that very well. And this, you guys, was 28 years ago. The conversations have just gotten worse. Don't you agree? And what are most people doing? They want to feel better, right? So they're grabbing vitamins and supplements to supplement, the foods that they know that they should be eating, but they're not. They're, masking their pain that they're having with just pharmaceuticals or over-the-counter pain meds, taking things to help sleep, taking things to help give them energy. But we're not addressing the root cause. We're just masking the pain. So we're not doing anything for disease or longevity, right? And, I'd like to say that it's really not your fault. We are being hijacked. We're being duped here, especially in the United States. Since the Industrial Revolution, we in the United States have been exposed to 85,000 more chemicals. During the Industrial Revolution, that's when they started to make plastics and then fast foods and chemicals put on our foods to make them more addicting, and our soils weren't as clean, lots of herbicides and pesticides. So, we don't know this, right? We're trying to live as good and clean as possible, but we just are being hijacked. So, what that means really simply, you guys, is that we're exposed to more toxins now than ever before. So, toxins enter our bodies, they create little free radicals. The free radicals attack our cells, and that attack on the cell is called cellular oxidative stress. I want you to visualize it. It's like rusting of the cell. So this rusting of the cell, it's the root of inflammation, which is the root of every single disease. It affects every organ and system in our bodies. So the good news is our cells have their own defense mechanism. Again, our bodies are so intelligent, you guys, when given the proper nutrition. Our cells make antioxidants to neutralize that oxidative stress and try to prevent that rusting. But we live in such a higher toxic environment now than ever before. We have more and more oxidative stress. Genetics causes more oxidative stress, more disease, right? And just diet and lifestyle, all of that. But we all have oxidative stress. So doesn't it make sense that we need to reduce oxidative stress, inflammation in the body to lower risk for disease, to slow down aging? So that's where our hero formulation, our flagship product, Protandim NRF2 comes into play, you guys. It is made with 5 different plant ingredients, things like turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacopa, and ashwagandha. You don't have to memorize all that. But the way that it's formulated, all 5 plant ingredients in just a way compressed into this little yellow pill that we take every single day, it activates those cells to make antioxidants like they do when they're young and healthy. 24/7, all day long, year after year. And it is clinically proven to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in the first 30 days. And it has a cumulative effect. After 120 days, the scientists can't determine the oxidative stress levels from an 80-year-old to a 20-year-old. So when I'm 80, when my husband's 80, when all of our customers and consultants who are taking Protandim are 80, we will have the oxidative stress levels of a 20-year-old. So that just means our bodies are able to function and perform and heal more optimally because it's not fighting through that inflammation. So this was actually studied by our National Institutes of Aging for 10 years, you guys, and deemed that it does indeed extend quality of life in mammals. So without a doubt, it keeps oxidative stress levels at an all-time low. You can eat antioxidants all day long. I definitely want you to. Lots of fruits and vegetables and plant-based foods contain antioxidants. It's like pouring a Dixie cup of water throughout your body, just neutralizing those flames. But when you take 1 Protandim a day, because our cells are being activated to make their own antioxidants, it's like a fire hose, and every department of the body just shooting out the flames. That's how significant this is. So we have a really unique story. Protandim was formulated in 2003, and then it was on the shelves of retail, CVS Pharmacy, GNC, vitamin shops. And then in 2005, John Quinones of ABC Primetime Investigative Report went to go interview the scientists who formulated Protandim and really debunk the theory that it's reducing oxidative stress in the body. And if you've seen this, if you have not seen it, please ask the person who invited you to watch this to see it. We have got a 3-minute version of this, you guys. I think the full version is 11 minutes. But John Quinones is interviewing the doctors. He takes Protandim every day for 2 weeks. At the end of the 2 weeks, his oxidative stress levels went down 45%. So, oh my goodness, we had $5 million in sales of Protandim. Everyone was buying it off the shelves. Studies done by other institutions were starting to be performed. And then, after a few years, the sales started piddling out because the kid making $8 an hour at CVS Pharmacy is not going to explain why Protandim is different than anything else on the shelves. So this little biotech company owned by doctors and scientists sold out to the direct a company that put it into direct sales. So we are now a publicly traded company. We're based in Salt Lake City, and we are able now to share this with our friends. So if you go to pubmed.gov, that's our US Library of Medicine, National Institutes of Health. If you type in oxidative stress and its relationship to any disease out there, you're going to see the association. If you type in Protandim, you guys, we've got 28 third party, which means they're not our studies, third party peer reviewed studies published on PubMed, done by Harvard and National Institutes of Aging, University of Colorado, Texas Tech. You see them here listed below. They put their own funds into studying Protandim. We've got 28 studies. So this really sets us apart. There's nothing that you can be taking right now that has these studies and published on PubMed. When I first joined 9 years ago, I think we had 13 studies. We now have 28. So they're continuing to study this one product because it's so outstanding. So now what they did is they took now the NRF2 ingredients, those 5 plant ingredients I told you about, and they put it in a skin system and a hair system and a pet system, working with our body's chemistry without chemicals. It's a very clean system. Clean as in the year 2025. People do not want to be putting chemicals on their scalp and on their skin. So it's a beautiful skin system. Such a great price point as well. So then what, our company, our doctors and scientists that we have on board right now, they just continue to expand our line of activation products, so we can address gut health, immunity, brain health, energy, eye health, So our cellular health products are the Protandim Nerve 2. We've got a Protandim NRF 1 that reboots our mitochondria, which is the brain, the powerhouse of our cell. We've got an NAD. A lot of you probably have heard of NAD. We've got a plant-based NAD that activates our longevity genes. Activated liquid collagen, and now we're activating weight loss. So I'm just going to throw out just a couple of our most popular products just to give a little bit more explanation behind it. I've already mentioned this, the Protandim Sisters, reducing oxidative stress on a cellular level, rebooting our mitochondria to the cell, and increasing our sirtuin activity. So the liquid collagen, you guys, I was not excited about this. Being an esthetician for 28 years, this launched 3 years ago. And because I've seen so many collagens on the market, a lot of them with ingredients I don't like, or the expense per the benefit I was seeing. So I've never backed a collagen. What I didn't understand is that collagen is so much more than hair, skin, and nails. Collagen lines our brains, our eyes, our mouths, our hearts, our guts, our joints, our ligaments. It's part of our makeup. And most collagens on the market have one type of collagen, maybe two types of collagen. So ours actually has 10 types of collagen. And the only one that does what? What do we do here in LifeVantage? We activating our own body's natural collagen making processes. For real, you guys. With fish collagen peptides, so just extracted from the scales of sustainably caught fish meant for other purposes. Ruby red quinoa extract, a beautiful plant ingredient. Proprietary citrus and berry blend, and a really good flavor, no artificial anything. It comes in this amber 1.7 ounce bottle. You drink one every day. It's delish. And then when you add the Protandim Nerve 2 to the liquid collagen, it's actually more powerful. I like to just simply say it's 1 + 1 = 3. It does in your body what happens when you do cryotherapy or you cold plunge, but every single minute of every single day, because we're putting in this in our bodies every single day. And so let's just look at some of the photos. This is our friend Betty. This is day one of just the collagen. She was on the other products before, but she took a picture day one of the collagen, day 120, 5 months, and 11 months of just the collagen. If you guys are in beauty or aesthetics or go to an esthetician, you can see what a big deal this is, right? You can see her whole body is making collagen. See it on her neck. Here's a nurse of ours. It's her customer here on the left, 15 days on the liquid collagen. Here's a husband of one of our consultants. This is 7 months on all three Protandim products and adding the liquid collagen. And then arms and necks. This is just a testament that our whole body is starting to produce it. Cellulite, you guys, eyelid lift. So before you start any of our products, please take photos before, so you have your own baseline, because your body's going to change inside and outside. So you want to have a baseline for yourself, because sometimes we forget how poorly we felt or what we looked like before we were activated. And then for anyone in aesthetics, again, these treatments are enhancing the treatments that you're doing in the aesthetics practice. If you're going to a massage therapist, this duo right here is enhancing the fascia, the connective tissue. We've had so many massage therapists swear that they can tell the difference in the fascia as they're massaging their patients when they're on this. Chiropractors, so everybody who is in the wellness industry helping people, our products just are the take-home products that they can be doing to enhance what they're coming to see you for. But beautiful results, you guys. And keep in mind, our skin's our largest organ on the body, and it's a telltale sign of what's going on in the inside. So aesthetically, it looks amazing, but we know that on the inside, they're so healthy and they're feeling better, sleeping better, more energy, slowing down aging inside and out. So lastly is that I'm going to mention today is the GLP-1. So GLP-1 is a big buzzword now, you guys. GLP-1 is an actual hormone that's made in our gut and our brain, and it's a direct link, right? We know how important a healthy brain is as we get older, and that gut-brain access, right? So this hormone regulates blood sugar. It helps with our metabolism and appetite and digestion. So when we're young and our GLP-1's working really well, our brain's telling our gut, you don't want that, you're full. Or our gut is telling our brain, that thing I just ate is not making me feel well. I don't want to eat that again, right? Or I don't want that second glass of wine. Well, we start doing the do, living the life, ignoring the things, right? And then all of a sudden we start to crave things and we start to gain weight. Well, our GLP-1 hormone is not functioning when at that point. So the beautiful thing is that our GLP-1 hormone, like all of our hormones in our body, um, are nourished by real food, right? Things like matcha tea, kombucha, MCT, eggplant, artichoke, avocado activate or nourish our GLP-1 hormone. We're just not getting that every single day. So that's where our mind body natural GLP-1 activator comes into play. It's got these beautiful food ingredients, plant ingredients that's activating our own natural GLP-1 by 200%, you guys. And so, therefore, the food cravings, the sugar cravings start to go away. Um, we're seeing after 12 weeks, 27% decrease in visceral fat, which is that unhealthy fat that grows around the organs. So much more than just weight loss. We're seeing inches lost. We're seeing reduced cravings. We're seeing better energy and just a difference in the body composition. You can see here, right, with Kimberly on the right, Tyler on the left. You can see that visceral fat. It's very evident. And then again, when you add Protandim, NRF2, it just creates a synergy in the body, activating 22 new genes to restore and rebuild and renew internal organs. So, isn't this amazing, you guys? I hope I'm painting a picture of how we're using ingredients our bodies recognize. Ingredients that we're supposed to be getting from anyway. And they're formulated in just a way that they're activating our own body's natural processes so we can function and perform more optimally. Okay. So that I'm done with the product story now. I'm sure your wheels are spinning. I hope you're thinking, I need to get activated on the products, but maybe you're thinking, I actually know a few people in my life that I really want them to hear about this, right? So I'm giving you permission to say it's okay to do this as a business, right? It's the rise of the poly worker. No longer are people working two or three jobs just to have a paycheck to pay off bills. They're finding two or three things out there that gives them purpose and that they're passionate about, that they can see themselves just sharing so naturally and earning an income. And that's where LifeVantage comes into play. If any of this like piques your interest, then why not jump on board and share the products and earn some commissions all at the same time? And if I could just download everything I know and have experienced in the last 9 years of being in LifeVantage, I wish I could download it into your brain because it's so much more than just sharing a product and making commissions, you guys. We're activating an entire lifestyle. I mean, it gives my husband Dave and I, now that we don't have kids or we don't have kids that live around us even, it gives us purpose to wake up every day. Who can we help today? Who can we help today on the products, feel better, have a more quality of life? And who can we help with their business so they have options, right? Like we had options once we started getting our LifeVantage business going. So we've got this community of like-minded people that are on the same mission. We've got the mentorship, we've got systems. And what systems mean is that you don't have to be an esthetician like me. You don't have to have any experience in the industry or in health or beauty. You can come on board at any age with any background, and we plug you into our mentorship and the system so you can easily just share, just like you would go share a good restaurant in town or a good book or a good movie, right? The compensation plan is so fair, it's so modern. We've got an affiliate piece to where you can just share the product and earn a commission. You don't have to bring on other consultants and manage a team, but you can also bring on a team and help them with their businesses too. That's what I chose to do. But then we go on travel. We travel together. We've got a Thailand trip coming up that you can earn. The last trip that we just took with our LifeVantage family who earned it was to South Africa. It was like a bucket list trip. We did a safari and all the things. And just recognizing people and we're uplifting and we're shouting you out and we're supporting you and backing you up. And where in this world can you go and work and earn money and still be uplifted and serve a purpose and a passion and be around like-minded people who are rooting for you and cheering you on? So it's all about all of this, you guys. But as a business-minded person, yes, that I painted the picture of amazing products that we have, but just the products alone cannot make a successful business. You want to look at the leadership that we have. We've got an amazing CEO and a corporate team. We've got a marketing team, a sales team, a legal team, a research and development team. They're bringing us new products. We don't have to have inventory. It's literally just the products that we're taking every day. We don't stock up. We've got a shopping site that works just like Amazon, a back office that does everything for us, pulls reports for us, an app. You guys, this is all free. We've got customer support and shipping. We don't have to pay for any of that. I don't know if any of you have ever owned a business, but this is unreal, right? I mean, when I had my own business and just to keep it running was about 13,000 a month. Just to keep the website up and running and in the SEO searches and product on the shelf, right? Thousands of dollars a month. This costs us nothing but the products that we are taking. I kid you not. I pinch myself every time I say that. We have a giving back program called the Legacy Program. Again, we are publicly traded. We're based in Salt Lake City. We have a health care so if a lot of people stay with the jobs they don't like just because they need that health care. Well, if you're in that position, look at our health care. It might be a good fit for you. And then the timing's super important, right? So we're above $200 million company right now, and we are projecting to double it very soon. And this is really where the wealth is created when you're going from 200 million to a 500 million. So we're not a legacy company yet where we're a household name, but we're going to get there, right? And we're not a startup. You don't want a startup. I've been there, done that. And we've got the products that are perfect for timing right now. For instance, the global GLP-1, and by the way, we are a global company. We're like in 20 different countries. Our global GLP-1 sales are expected to double by 2029. Double. The global beauty and anti-aging industry is trending up. I always say beauty, anti-aging, and liquor always will sell, regardless of what the economy is doing. I've been in that industry for 28 years. And then just it's on the people know they're so smart and savvy these days on health and longevity, and it's very important to them. So people are looking for products that are different than the ones they've been taking. So really what we're doing is just converting dollars that they're already spending on stuff and letting them know how different ours are. And this is just a snapshot at our income disclosure statement. Because we are publicly traded, we can share this with you. So brand new consultant, maybe averaging $17 a month, right? But as you grow your business, senior consultant one is kind of that first path we want to help you with. That's about $257 a month. That's now paying for your products a month. That's our first step to help you. And then the sky is the limit after that. You can do six figures or easy if you work it hard like I did and really work it like a business. And so we just meet you where you're at. You can come in any time and work as big or small as you want to. We don't judge. We love you. And then we do have that Thailand, if that's on your bucket list. If you want a free trip for two, we'll teach you how to get there. And so if this is pulling at your heartstrings and you're ready to turn your passion about health, wellness, beauty, fitness into purpose and profit, you're in the right place at the right time. We can help you pick out the initial pack that you come in with. It's a very low investment just to get started. And again, after that, it's just the products you're paying for. So get back to the person who invited you here to watch this and let them know if you're ready just to be a customer. just really would love for everybody to be activated to have a better quality of life, right? Or join our team. There's nothing to lose and everything to gain. If you have more questions, we've got lots of information we can send you. And our team is called Team Vitality. We've got ongoing overviews. I'm going to be doing this every Wednesday in for the month, but we do them on the spot as well. So if you want you and your enroller to bring on some guests to have another one of these to get a little educated, we can do that anytime. And then we've got a Facebook group. It's a private group called Vitality Rocks, where we would love for you to join it. We do product education in there. There's lots of testimonials, so you're hearing stories from so many other people. So just again, get back to the person who invited you. Let them know where you're at and what you're needing. Thank you for taking the time.